Welcome to Machine Translation 101. In this video series, we will briefly talk about what machine translation is, how it works, and in which areas it can be used. Let's start with the definition of machine translation. Machine translation is a system that can translate texts or speeches from one language to another without human involvement. And you are already familiar with them. Google, Yandex, Bing, and DeepL Translate. These are examples of machine translation systems that many people and translators use on a daily basis. Machine translation is divided into 4 different approaches. These are rule-based, statistical, neural, and hybrid. The processing and analysis of content in machine translation systems vary in their approaches. Rule-based machine translation is a traditional approach to machine translation systems. It uses customized terminology and rules. While translating, rule-based machine translations use a certain set of rules about grammar, syntax, and semantics. These rules are inputted manually to the computer. This traditional approach works well for basic structures. However, when translating into more complex or minor languages, it may fail because it requires more manual work to input rules of that specific language. Statistical machine translation is a system that uses statistical models for translation. Unlike rule-based machine translations, they do not analyze the rules of languages. They analyze bilingual texts called parallel corpora. Statistical systems can translate complex languages better because they learn from a large number of parallel corpora and can adjust according to different contexts. Therefore, they can translate culturally specific expressions, such as idioms, more accurately. One of the major disadvantages of statistical machine translation is that in some language pairs, there may not be enough parallel corpora to train the system. Neural machine translation system is a modern approach to machine translation that has developed significantly in the last decade. Instead of using rule-based or statistical models, neural systems uses artificial neural networks. Neural networks are designed like human brains to learn how to translate from one language to another. In other words, the neural systems uses its own language called interlingua, which only the system can understand. Thanks to interlingual language translation systems, neural systems can translate in any combination between all the languages it has been trained in. Hybrid machine translation is a machine translation system that combines the strengths of multiple machine translation systems in order to produce more accurate and fluent translations. It typically involves the integration of rule-based, statistical, and neural machine translation methods. Hybrid machine translation systems may use a rule-based machine translation to handle certain linguistic structures or domains, statistical machine translation to learn from large amounts of bilingual text data, and neural machine translation to model the context and syntax of the source and target languages. We hope you enjoyed the video and learned the basics of machine translation systems. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.